Hello and welcome back to this complete beginner crochet series. So in the last lesson we looked at how to hold your yarn, how to hold your hook, how to make sure that you are in control of both of the yarn and the project as you are working on it. And we started with chains. So I hope you've mastered your chains now. So today we will be ready to move on to the next stage, and this is the single crochet stitch. So I've got my chain here. For single crochet, we start working the row of single crochet into the second chain from the hook. So you will see it in many projects where you've got different stitches. It gives you instructions in where you need to place the first stitch of the first row. So you might wonder why you can't start working into the first stitch, or why do you have to do the second. So this is because each stitch has got a certain number of chains that are equivalent in height. So if you don't get into the correct height for the next row, the edges of your project would not look nice and even, and it would basically start working the following row on angle. You wouldn't be in the correct height. So for single crochet, the height of the single crochet is one chain. That's why we are using that very first chain from the hook as kind of that step that helps us to get to the correct height for the next row. That's why we are starting into the second chain here. Okay, so we will insert the hook from front to back, or under, also it is known as under the top loop of your chain. Okay, so you got the hook there, you yarn over. Again, we are yarning over from back to front. Place your yarn under the hook, and we'll go through, pull up a loop. So now we've got two loops on the hook. As you may know, for crochet we want to work with one loop across the row. So we've got two, so we need to work it off. We need to work one of the loops of the hook. The way how to do it is we yarn over again and pull through both of the loops. So you can see we now have only one loop left, so we can go into the next stitch, and that's what we want to do. When we're moving from one stitch to another, we want to have only one loop remaining on the hook. Okay, so we're going to go and work into the next chain, which will be here, this one. That's the top loop of the next chain. So we will again insert the hook from front to back, yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through both loops. Okay, into the next one, under the top loop of the next chain, yarn over and pull up a loop. Got two chains on our hook, yarn over, pull through both, like so. And on to the next one, and next one. Okay, so I'll let you to go ahead, work one single crochet in each chain of your foundation chain, and I'm going to meet you at the end to show you how we get to the next row, how to start the row number 2. Okay, welcome back. So I've got one very last chain that I need to work into. I will then turn my work around. As you can see, I turn the work away from me, this way, rather than this way. Okay, so you turn the work like so, and then we need to chain one again to get into the correct height of the stitch for the row. Okay, and then we can continue working single crochet stitches. So now because we've worked a row of single crochet, the top of our work looks slightly differently than when we had the chains. When we had chains, we worked into the top loop, but now we have the stitches in the row below, stitches sitting, and each stitch has got this V on top of it. Oh, that's the head of the stitch. It's a V that is kind of connected to the stitch before it, and then stitch after it. So once we get past that foundation chain, we will be actually working into or under both of the strands of yarn of the head of the stitch in the previous row. So for the foundation chain, we only worked into one loop, but from now on, when you work into stitches, unless there are specific instructions not to work in under both of the loops, or you will work under both. So sometimes there might be instructions saying front loop or back loop only, but that's for a little bit more advanced stitch patterns, in which case you would only pick up the front loop, which is the one closer to you, or the back loop, which is the one further away from you. But for today, we will be working into the under both of the loops or both of the strands of yarn, and that's the standard single crochet. Okay, so how it looks is you're going to go under both of these strands of yarn, yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through two. That's the first stitch. In the next, and the next stitch. And you will keep on going like that, like so. Once you get to the end of the row, you will again turn the work around, chain one, and continue working your single crochet stitches. So what you can do, you can start your project and make a small coaster, square coaster, or you can work a placemat in a rectangular shape made of single crochet stitches. I think they would look amazing as your first project. Or you can get creative. You can make a blanket, maybe use various colors. That's something that we'll be talking in one of the future lessons, how to change colors. You can make stripes. And really from here, you can really start using your creativity to create a beautiful project combining various stitches. So I'm going to let you go ahead, practice your single crochet. And in the next lesson, we will be looking at my personal favorite of the basic stitches, which is half double crochet, which is essentially a step between the single crochet which we just learned and double crochet, which we will learn in one of the future lessons. So this will be kind of like a in-between step. It's a very interesting and beautiful stitch that is called half double crochet. So I'll see you in the next video. Until then, happy crocheting. Bye bye.